Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 33 of Direwolf20's Let's Play of FTB Evolution, where today I'm going to try to be less scatterbrained. So, breaking down the plan. Go kill dragon with my newly equipped armor, hopefully. Then, oh by the way, does this pack have like the, oh good, I don't have to have an arrow in my inventory for infinite arrows? That's what's up. That should just be like the way it always works. You have infinity on your bow, you don't need an arrow in your inventory. I don't understand why that's not the default. So box ending. So we're gonna kill the dragon, and then we're gonna get dragon egg, get draconic bees going, and then start working on my sneaky plan for sand, courtesy of alchemistry. Sound like a dealio? Yeah, maybe. End portal. Let's go. Meow. Real quick, just asking for a friend. Do we have totems? We have one totem of undying. I need 2 to make death protection, and I need time crystal. So yeah, that ain't happening. Never mind. Just checking. See, I'm getting like a ton of enderic compounds. You want to make for a more difficult dragon fight? I will bring homing arrows to said more difficult dragon fight. And you ain't no more difficult anymore. I was coming in for like a quick, vanilla dragon kill. See, he also definitely kills your flight ability. So, I suspect this will be a slightly more boring battle, but I don't know for sure. So what I'm gonna do is like wreck his face a little bit. Yeah, I know you love to be loud, Dragon, but, like, you can calm down with your loudness, okay? I'm gonna wreck his face a little bit, and if there's some kind of, like, stage 2 situation that comes up here, I will let you guys know. But assume this is gonna be me for the next 2 or 3 minutes that you don't need to watch. Cool? So somehow, now has 500 total health. So, I don't know if this is a phase 2 thing or not, but, like, now he's, like, he went to full health at 500 and like no longer has 1,000. I don't know how this fight works. This must be some kind of mod that like tweaks how the Ender Dragon battle works. So I don't know if this is a phase 2 thing or not, but I'm continuing to shoot him. And my flight is continuing to be unreliable, so something definitely nerfs flight when you're fighting the Ender Dragon, which, I mean, that's fine. I wonder if there's something in the quest book about this. That would probably be cool to check, right? Alright, I will continue until he's almost dead. But I will say there's definitely like a lot more thunder and lightning. So there's definitely some kind of stage 2 to this guy. I think he's almost dead. Oh my goodness, and he withered me. That's not normal. Right? That's not a normal dragony thing to do. He's definitely spawning blazes. Also not a normal dragony thing to do. He also seems to regenerate his crystals every now and then, which is not a mechanic I love, if I'm being honest, but I get it. Also, Enderman just aggro on me for no reason. Where'd you go? There you are. Whoa. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm doing this just because. See? I don't know what's happening, but it's not good, whatever it is. See? That's a thing. That's a real thing happening. And you, I hate random Enderman aggros. Heal, please. Where is my dragon? He's up there healing on that one crystal that, respawned and I can't get to because it killed my flight. I'm trying to decide what the purpose of those giant explosions are. Did you see that snipe, though? My arrows don't home in on blocks, they only home in on entities, so, like, for the record, that was not homing. That was my uber abilities shooting that. Come land. I want to finish you off, and I think I can do that easier now. Got you, got you. Woo! That was a fight, right? All right. I mean, I'm all for a more difficult end dragon fight. You know, I'm all for it. I am. That was a thing. I just wasn't prepared. I was not expecting an epic battle there when I started this last episode. But now, he says, can I fly again? Hooray! See, like, look how many enderic compounds. I don't know what's generating enderic compounds, but, like, something is generating enderic compounds in a ridiculous amount. I assume it was the dragon, but, like, look at them all. I ain't never gonna need to make these ever again. All right, so now we're gonna take our dragon egg. We're gonna zip over to our end fluid thingy. And then we're going to give that to my bees, who should now happily be able to produce draconic combs. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to have a centrifuge. A powered centrifuge, for the record. Now this requires an inactive dragon egg, which is made with draconic chunks. So powered is like the lower tier one. And that should be cool. So you're going to laser IO. You're going to extract. I should probably have a few more. I don't know if I have enough sand for this. Apparently I do. Woohoo! Right? So you'll be producing draconic combs, right? So you're going to also get pollen puff. Let's validate that you're not going to generate any more junk. But my plan will be functional storage drawer with and that, and that, and you, and then you're going to extract. You're going to insert with a high priority, but only pollen puff because that's all that fits. And then you're going to insert. And then we link that stuff, and then you're cool. And then we get a flux point, because I think this is all I need. Okay. And then you're going to get the ender chest. Actually, I still need you. Okay. And then you're going to take the wax and the draconic dust and go put it home. Now the wax, I assume that we've already got a drawer for, courtesy of this place, right? So when I insert into the wax, it's going to insert it here. What I'm going to do is that, so that now, if we go back here, we should see, if I were to, on the west face, extract on orange, and on south, insert on orange. That would be cool. And because this area is chunk loaded, we should be seeing this working. Cool. Now we might have accidentally inserted a few draconic combs, not the end of the world, but you're going up and you're going up. See? And that's that's what's up, right? I like that. And then it's just a matter of you, you know, being bees. So passively producing that, which was our goal. Putting away all of this experience I just got. Ooh, I just hit 100 EXP. Hooray. We're going to have to figure out an EXP farm at some point. It's a thing that'll happen, I promise. All right, I now want to work on my Tome of Alchemistry. So in order to make this, I need the following things. Cool. So we can eliminate you. I have the Storm, which is one of the drops used for craft, drops from charged creepers. So is there any trick to getting that? No, I don't see that. We're going to need to figure out a way to generate lightning and then shoot it at creepers. Now I know there's a lightning spell from Iron Spells and Spellbooks. I'm assuming we don't have any by chance. No. Is there like an Ars scroll? So there's a glyph of lightning. Summons a lightning bolt at the location. Entity struck will be given the shocked effect. Shock causes all additional lightning to deal bonus damage. It increases level shocked up to 3. Lightning also deals bonus damage to that are wet or wearing our power. It can be augmented with amplified, dampen, or extend time. However, that is a tier 3 glyph of Ars Nouveau, but I think I could work towards that. So like right now, my spellbook is novice tier, but I can easily upgrade it to tier 2. And I should not have too many problems upgrading it to tier 3. The only thing I need to do is get more Totems of Undying, because that would be nice to have, and then do the Wilden Tribute, which shouldn't be hard, because a Wilden Tribute, I don't think, Tablet of Summon Wilden should be pretty doable. And if I do this, I will get like a bunch of Wildens, right? And then the Wilden Tribute, without augment, it'll summon a variety of Wilden monsters, so I'll give me a bunch of drops from Wildens. When augmented with a Spike, Horn, and Wing, it'll summon the Wilden Chimera, which is the boss that drops the thing. So let's do that real quick, right? So we're going to do this, but I'm also going to make sure I have one of each Wilden drop. But this way, I will get more of each Wilden drop, and that'll be cool. Find a nice locale, somewhere calm and peaceful to summon a bunch of monsters. Right? Activate it. And I have looting 2, so I'll get like some drops, which will be nice. It ain't gonna go crazy. We should do a whole Apotheiosis, deep dive in a couple episodes at some point. Was that it? We didn't get any horns though, which is a little concerning, but that's okay. I can do that. Start a new one. What drops the horns? Him, right? Yeah. Now we should have some horns. Good. I just want to make sure I have, like, enough that I don't have a problem getting more. As long as I have, like, a bunch of something, I can do this again, right? But now, I will take what I have the most of, make this, and then we can do you, 1, 2, 3, and then click. And now that should summon the big boss. Maybe I should have cleared all this grass before I tried to do things. Sorry, Wilden Chimera, I'm kind of cheesing you a bit, but I don't feel too terrible about it. I've fought you legit plenty of times. Uh-oh, phase 2 in it. Oh, that's not my bow. Another phase is happening. Oh, that spike move is super cool. Yeah, activating invulnerability was useful there. Quick reminder, by the way, with my armor, the higher the tier of the armor, the quicker things tend to cool down. I don't know if that's true for every ability, but I think it's true for many of them. Cool. Alright, so now all I need is another star. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. Should we, so we've got some withery skull dudes. We could do a hostile, whatchamacallit, for... And then I think you might be equipped by... Yes. So let's take you, put you away. We have some wither skeleton skulls. Let's go home. Drop into the basement. Grab some of you. We actually have a lot more. You can make a few of them. So in total, we're probably going to need 6, right? Because the wither doesn't or does count as a boss. I forget, but that's enough for 6, right? And then we'll just need some soul sand. And that's cool for now. We'll put you away. We don't have a wither dude just yet, right? No. We killed the wither like once. Am I remembering that correctly? Alright, so killing a wither should be easy for me-ish. I don't know that we need to, like, trap him. I do think it should not be nighttime when we do that. I'm assuming that I just need to, like, kill him a few times, enough to get a mob doohickey, and then not worry about it, right? Because this is, like I said, our pattern is going to be Geors, bees, and hostile neural networks. And that should cover almost all of our resource generation needs. And I'll do the occasional mystical agriculture if I really need to. Mostly because dye seeds are kind of the best, and I will probably want them at some point. So, let's... Soul Sand and Wither Skull? Not in Peaceful. Is it because there's, like, stuff? Is that stuff, like, being in the way? I don't know that I've ever noticed that seeds do that or whatever, but if that's a thing, then fair enough. There we go. I guess that was it. So then, I'm ready to quickly activate invulnerability. Fighting a wither outside is actually easier than fighting him inside if you have flight, because he tends to, like, fly upward, and he also tends to just shoot downward, so you can just fly upward and, like, not ever take damage. If you have flight, it's that easy. Now, I did derp and forget to click him with that. So, back in a few once I do this, like, 5 or 6 more times, yeah. Because, yeah, I forgot the part where I'm supposed to click on him. I was all excited about timing my invulnerability. Can I click him now? Ooh, I can. Okay. Off-camera work. Just gonna be repeating this, but also don't wanna fail on the flight kind of thing. So after he's dead, I will stop recording. In a moment, almost there. Got him. And that is 5 remaining. All right, that's it. Woot! That was just fun. That was just fun to do. So I should have 7 because I derped one up. stars, and I should also have enough of those. So that means you're done, which means I can now easily upgrade this. The other thing I'd like to do is get more totems on dying. I'm sure I could just like go something something, vindicators or evokers or whatever it is. Evokers, yeah. So I can at some point find like one of those mansion dudes and make that happen. But Archmage Spellbook means that I now have access to tier 3 spells, which means I can make a projectile lightning spell, assuming that Glyph of Lightning ain't terrible. So I need Air Essence, and I had 3 lightning rods and a Heart of the Sea. That might be easier said than done. Oh my goodness, that's a whole thing. Where do Heart of the Seas come from? There's a chance to trade for them. Where do I get royal jelly from? Oh, maybe something something Heart of the Sea. So like I'd like to avoid this if I can. I also don't think I even have a Nautilus shell, which is also tricky. That would be a thing, but like a lot of work to get to. I haven't gotten into occultism yet either. Are Hearts of the Sea, is that like a thing that we find in treasure chests? Heart of the Sea. Where's the vanilla way to get those? Buried treasure. Marked with no flex on a buried treasure map, which is found in ocean ruins and shipwrecks. Feeding raw cod or raw salmon to a dolphin causes the dolphin to swim towards the nearest buried treasure, shipwreck, or ocean ruin. So find ocean ruin, find buried treasure map, find Heart of the Sea. Might be the right approach here. Did not realize that would be so tricky. What I should do is be scanning. What I can do is scan for blocks. Search for containers. Would that work? So presumably buried treasure. Are you running? Oh, do I have to like do chest? I assumed containers would be like any container and I don't need to filter you. Do you think this is like a sneaky... I want to see if this will work. If I can like zip around and find stuff. Ooh, you know what I should do? I should grab creepers while I can, because I'm going to need them, right? But yes, my plan is find buried treasure, and that would be cool. Buried treasure tends to be where? Beaches and rarely on the ocean floor. We should also look for a loot chest, just in case. That is also... Ooh, is there no loot chest? Because I'd like to be able to add that to the scanner, because I don't know if it spawns that way, or if it'll spawn as just like a regular chest. Do we have any beach biomes nearby? Usually I got nothing but beach biomes. Beach sand. Might count. I think I can remove you at this point. Anything? Alright, I'm gonna like zippity-doo-dah around and see if I can't find something. But I'd really like to be able to find if I can like detect where those loot chests are, because that would be cool. Let's go over here. Anything, friends? Not much. Searching. But I think the trick is that like that one mod that replaces like any generated treasure chests with the ones that like any player on a server can play with might be knocking this plan out of whack. So let me see what I can see. And then we'll come back. Also, we can use this guy to find a shipwreck. So where is there a shipwreck? Apparently very close. Oh, there we go. Cool. So there should be these guys. So this is a looter chest. So, yeah, see, he ain't dinging. I need to find a way to make him ding. Search for containers. Oh, yeah, I definitely want you to be higher. Container search radius should be maxed out. Ooh, that's cool. Whole bunch of stuff. But I'd love you to be able to find... Can I do that? Problem is you are not working. What if I put you to search for blocks? Oh! It found... Did that work? Scanning. Found! There's the trick. If you click on a block, it'll add it to the filter. I like. Cool? So that's a thing. So, well, that's a thing. Look, I just opened this on camera. You guys watched me do it. That's a thing. You realize what I just got. Oh, that's really, really funny to me. Oh my goodness, that is so funny. Okay. Cool. Now you no longer recognize that that's a thing, right? So if I break this, you have to hold shift when you're breaking these, otherwise it won't break. But then that'll, like, make it... And then there should be another one in here somewhere. Yep, there you are. Do-do-do-do. I'll take that. Blue yonder, huh? Sure. Not sure if I'm going to need it or want it, but sure. Alright, so you go away and you go away. Now that still recognizes that as a thing, but I can break it, and then the scanner will be like, yep, one does not exist anymore, except there is one over here somewhere. And at this point, it's probably a good idea. Oh, there it is. Hooray! Cool. And then... I think we have potatoes, but it doesn't hurt. Just snag them. Okay. And then we can... See? And that's cool, right? And then... Oh, there's another one over here. Maybe this is like buried treasure, because that would be cool. Where are you at? Y -4. Well, guess who's gonna go? Y -4. Hello. Look what I found. Norman the Doctor. An Apothic boss. Oh, cool. This is one of those Apothic dungeon dudes. Cool. I would say so. Any cool loots in here? Yeah, green dude. Any cool loots in here? Okay. And then you're gonna... Oh, I found another one. That is cool. It's like right here, but where? -17. Oh, that's like a normal dungeon. That's cool. I feel like there's a little bit of lag happening here. Not terrible on memory. TPS seems fine. Maybe it calmed down already? Hey, I lit you up. Don't make me break that spawner. I will do it. That might be cool, having that chalk in the future. I'm going to forget that I have it, but it'll still be cool. Right? Yeah, I see you guys. That's interesting. That's interesting. Why is that being weird? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. With these guys done, and me having validated that this thing works really well, I'm gonna like go to the surface and see if I can't find any hidden treasure chests this way, because there is one at 59, which is pretty close, right? Like that might be really cool. Basically like here-ish. Yeah. There we go, Heart of the Sea. It worked. Exactly what my plan was. It worked. It worked, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. It worked, it worked, it worked, it worked, it worked. Forget anything else. My heart of this, my trust, it worked. Questions? That is cool. The only trick is that I don't want to like remove this from here because there is no loot chest in JEI, so I can't easily get it back. So I might make another Traveler's Compass and just always save this one in case I ever want to scan for something like that again. But that said, forget buried treasure maps. I don't need those anymore. I already found what I'm looking for, right? So now let's go home. Pretty sure that's my home location. Yep. And then we're just going to need copper lightning rods times 3, was it? And then just an air doohickey. So an air essence is going to be feather, Wilden wing, and tipped arrow. Okay. Feather, Wilden wing, and any kind of arrow. And then I did break my source automation thing and never fixed it. And that's, you know, a bit of a shame. I should fix that at some point and finish up down here. But I got very distracted by all the things. That's what happens. Scatterbrain dire. I usually have a lot of good plans, but in this pack I find myself frequently like getting distracted because I'm like, ooh, shiny. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to tell me. Does that make for more entertaining viewing or less entertaining viewing? Very curious what your response to that question will be. So then, I should be able to make 4. Can we call it lightning? And it will be projectile lightning. So now in theory, I do that and lightning strikes wherever. And hopefully that means creeper gets charged. Didn't quite want to do so much. So for the lightning griff, can be augmented with amplify, dampen, or extend time. I'm guessing dampen would be where I want to be. And that's only going to require a nether brick. I should probably just teach you how to make nether bricks, right? Cool. Because, like, the charged creeper thing worked, but also... So how about we throw a couple dampens in there? And then my hope is that that doesn't hurt you. And then I can do that, like I just did, and that'll be cool. So now I just need to go find some more creepers between episodes. I'm going to do this and basically repeat what you just saw me do until such time that I get what I want to get. That is cool. So, yes, wrapping up point. Darryl 20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Next time we'll come back. We will have gotten the Eye of the Storm, and then we want to work on some of these dudes. And possibly these dudes. And since I'm killing creepers, I might as well do the whole creeper collector bit. Because while I can't get these guys from Hostile, I can get these guys. So I should probably get a creeper thingy, and then I can automate gunpowder too. For now, Del20 sign off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We're also going to want to do spiders. Do I already have spiders in my thing? I think I do. Yes. So I want to get spiders, and I want to get creepers. You're technically complete, so I can take you out. And then I'm going to need to hit a creeper, you know. So yeah, wrapping up point. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.